Hey everyone, welcome to another YouTube video. Second video, and I'm really excited about this one. Now it's come really late, but hey, better late than never. Now the new season English Premier League has just started. We already had some games on Friday and on Saturday, but we're having more games today. And guess what? The mighty Chelsea are starting their games today. And I'm gonna come to Chelsea later on, but I thought I would just start with the top six for the season video, top six for the season list, and I'm also going to talk about the which teams I think are going to be relegated at the end of the season, and also best player, highest goal scorer of the year, and best young player. So let us get into it very quickly. Now, I think in sixth position this season, Tottenham. Now I think Tottenham has got a very good coach this year in Ange Postecoglou. But losing Harry Kane is definitely going to have an effect on them. But I think they're going to step up. They've made some decent signings, and they've been rumored to get the Nigerian striker Gift Orban, who we are rooting for because hey, up Niger. But I think Madison is going to have a very good season. And also I think Richarlison's got to step up this season. I think he's going to step up in the attack. He's definitely going to do better than he did last year. So based off on all of that, I think Tottenham, they're going to be in the top six this season. Now, before I proceed, I've made some very controversial shouts. Now, I don't have Newcastle in my top six, which is I know it's crazy, especially given the game that they had yesterday. But I think once they start playing the Champions League games, I think it's going to affect them. It's going to be the first season in Europe for a very long time. I don't think Eddie Howe has actually coached in Europe before, and I'm just not seeing how Newcastle were able to cope with the increased fixture list and also making the top six. I reckon it will be top seven also, maybe seventh position, maybe even worse. Hey, we've got Newcastle, Brighton, we've got Aston Villa. Those are the three teams that will be trying to get into the top six, but I just don't think any of them are going to make it. Now, if I was doing the top 10, or if I was doing a review of the whole league, then I would say maybe Newcastle 7th, Brighton 8th, Aston Villa maybe 9th. Now I know they got a pasting yesterday from Newcastle, but I think they're going to do decent this year. The striker that they've got this year, I think that guy's decent, and of course Unai Emery is a very good coach. But yeah, so anyway, we'll see where those three teams finish at the end of the season. Now, in fifth position, I've got Manchester United. I don't think they're going to make top four. No, I don't think they're going to make top four. Now, Erik ten Hag is a brilliant coach. He did okay last season. I mean, he didn't do brilliantly, but he did okay. But they don't have a striker. Højlund, young striker, unproven quantity. If I was Manchester United, I'd have gone for Harry Kane, but it didn't. I don't think Højlund's going to do anything much this year. I mean, he might, 10 maybe 12 goals, and I don't think Rashford's going to have the kind of season I had last year, and to be honest, mostly because of the other teams that have gone in the top four, which we'll come to very shortly. But I do not think Manchester United made the top four. I think Mason Mount's going to be a flop, which is unfortunate because I actually love Mount, but he's gone to Manchester United, so I don't really care about him again. He's now a rival. But Manchester United I have got in 5th place. Now in 4th place I've got Liverpool. Now I actually think that's a bit generous if I'm being completely honest. But the reason why I've put Liverpool in 4th place is because I think they've got a decent attack. We've got a lot of things to prove this season. I think Sanchez, what's the other guy's names? Can't remember them now. But I think their attack, I think they're quite decent. I think they're going to do things this season. And that bails them out. I don't think they've got very good. I don't think their midfield will be all that. Of course, with Chelsea, potentially because it's not been announced yet, potentially scooping up Lavia and Casido. Szoboszlai and McAllister, very decent buys, but I think they still need a defensive midfielder. And of course, the defense is still very leaky. And just because of that, I've put Liverpool 4th. Now, 3rd place, I've put the mighty Chelsea. Now I know what had a stinker of a season last year, and some might say that's a bit generous for Chelsea, but hey, I think we're cooking something this season. And the reason why I've put Chelsea that high is, first of all, I've got mighty trust in Nico Jackson. I think Nico Jackson is going to be one of the revelations for this season. Hey, maybe I should have done the revelation video. Anyway, revelation of the season. Anyway, I think Nico Jackson is going to be a revelation this season. I think he's going to score. I'm giving him at least 15 goals, and with goals coming from other members of the squad, I think Chelsea is going to be decent in attack this year, a lot better than we were last year. With the likes of Modric, and hopefully Sterling steps up as well. But the reason why I've put Chelsea third place is mostly because of the monumental signing of Caicedo, pairing him up with Enzo, and of course there's still rumors we're going to get Lavia. Now I don't think Chelsea need Lavia because we've got other players as well. We've got the likes of the likes of Ugochukwu, who we just got. Of course, we've got Andre Santos as well, who playing in that position, and they should be seen as the backup to a Caicedo. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we get Caicedo. We get that announced as soon as possible. But I think Caicedo alone transforms Chelsea's midfield, which was a pain point for us, for the longest time possible. We've got Caicedo now, who I think is going to allow Enzo flourish very well this season. And there's also give that Chelsea might get some really exciting attacking options, just to get that number 10 or number 8, as some may call it. So I think the midfield is going to be very well balanced for Chelsea this year, and I think that gives us an advantage and just helps us get to that third position. And of course, we've got a much better defense. I know we've still got Papa Thiago Silva still going strong, 38, maybe 40, still going strong. But we've got Colwill. We've got Colwill back in blue, real Byron blue. We've got Colwill back, Badia Shield, Alexis Sassi. We've made some really good signings in defense, and of course we've still got Chalobah there. I think we're good in defense. Hopefully Reece James stays fit this season, the new captain of the team. Hopefully he stays fit. He's one of the best right backs in the country, and of course we've got Chilwell, who we're also hoping stays fit as well, and I'm expecting something better from Cucurella this season. We've lost, or looks like we've lost Kepa again. That's not been announced, but it looks like we've lost Kepa. But I mean, Sanchez might turn out to be a very good buy at the end of the day. He was a decent keeper in Brighton before he got sort of dropped to number 2. So yeah, I've got Chelsea third. I've got Arsenal in second place because I don't think they've still got what it takes. In fact, the only reason I'm putting Arsenal there is because of Declan Rice. I think Declan Rice is a monumental signing for the club. I think it transforms their midfield, but they're still lacking something in attack. I don't think they've got that striker that sort of gives them that edge to get a title. Kai Havertz, don't know what he does. I think it's going to be one of the flops of the season, if I'm being honest. So yeah, I've got Arsenal, but they're still a very decent side. They pushed Man City all the way, and they've made some. I mean, to be fair, they've made some good signings. Like I said, Declan Rice. I think Arsenal finishes second at the end of the season. Man City have got winning the league because hey, Man City. I feel they're still miles ahead of everyone else. Obviously, I think the gap has been closed a bit. They've lost some players, and I think that sort of narrowed the gap. But yeah, I still think Man City is going to win the league this season. I mean, Haaland is a robot, isn't he? So yeah, that is my top 6 for teams that I think they're going to be relegated. I'm not going to spend much time on this. I'm just going to go 18th position. I think Wolves. 19th, I think Sheffield United, and 20th, I think Luton. They're going right back to the Championship. And for highest goal scorer of the season, Erling Haaland, easy peasy. Best player. This one I wasn't too sure because KDB has got some injury concerns. He's getting older as well. Can he still do it for another season? Not so sure. But hey, got KDB there. I guess we'll see at the end of the season. The young player, I'm backing my own, Nico Jackson. I think Nico Jackson, like I said earlier on, is going to be one of the revelations of the season. I think he's going to smash it up. I'm giving him 15 goals, but he could easily get up to 20 goals this season. So yeah, Nico Jackson for my young player of the year. I guess again we'll see at the end of the season. Now, we'll pivot straight to Chelsea's game against Liverpool today. Like I said, it's game day. Reminds me of that Kante's video. Ladies and gentlemen, it's match day. Right. So Chelsea, Liverpool. I'm just gonna go straight to who I think Pochettino, based on what's happened during preseason, who I think Pochettino is gonna be starting in the starting 11 today. This game happens 4:30 p.m. later today. In goal, I think Sanchez, because hey, Kepa's left, Kepa's leaving, so I guess that one's is a bit more clear course. Sanchez starts in goal. Foreman defend. We've got Reece James, our new captain. Really happy for Reece, by the way. But Reece James, new captain, starts at right back. Silva and Colwill, in defense. Ben Chilwell, left back. I've got Enzo and Gallagher in midfield because we've not got Casido announced yet. So I've got Gallagher, Enzo in that sort of pivot positions, and then we've got Chukwuemeka in the number 10. But that could be Matson as well. So let's watch out for that one. We'll see what Pochettino reveals at the end of the day. In the number 10 position, Chukwuemeka in number 10 position, I've got Sterling coming from the right. Sterling needs to have a very good game today. I mean, because he's not been very impressive during preseason. So, but I think he's going to start because he's currently one of our most senior players. So it just makes sense that Sterling starts. I've got Modric starting from the left, and of course Nico Jackson in attack. And very quickly, score prediction: 2-1 to the Chelsea. Nico Jackson to score the first goal. We'll see what happens. So hey, that is my second video. Hopefully we can get more of these to come out soon, and hopefully if we can convince someone who knows themselves to sort of join me in this YouTube channel to do some graphics. We'll have some more graphics and we'll work on some more stuff. But hey, watch out for more things coming out from this channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on your notifications for when I post a new video. Ciao.